Growing up in Banff, Rick Corbett's early mountaineering aspirations took an unhappy turn when his family moved to Regina, Saskatchewan.
I never lost the passion though, and then as a teenager my family moved to Vancouver, and I grew up in the North Shore of Vancouver. So my backyard was Grouse Mountain.
It was his lifelong love of the mountains and the outdoors that ultimately led Rick's decision to pursue a career in environmental engineering.
I went into civil engineering, my first degree, and then having done that, clearly environmental engineering was what I wanted to do in the long term.
In 1973, after a seminal year with Ducks Unlimited designing water control structures for nesting areas, Rick went back to UBC to earn a Master's of Applied Science in Environmental Engineering, which led to a 32-year career with Associated Engineering.
I think one of the special things that Rick does is he's not only focused on our work locally, but he's involved in international organizations like the Water Environment Federation, and he's liaising with people through that organization. He's liaising with people around the world.
I was able to work in countries like Sri Lanka, Barbados, Bermuda, certainly great places to build your engineering career.
Rick has also been active in the British Columbia Water and Waste Association since 1979. During his time as president of the BCWWA, he assisted with the transition of their organizational model, growing its mandate and providing the internal structure needed to allow for its growth.
Rick has instilled a certain confidence. Many of the young people that he has encouraged and mentored really have a solid footing to proceed into the future.
He always saw that the next generation of environmental engineers would have to come from the younger folks, and he was good at mentoring younger staff to get involved with industry organizations.
Rick was the design project manager for the $500 million Anasis Island and Lulu Island secondary treatment facilities in Greater Vancouver. Before retiring earlier this year, Rick was the lead consultant on a team that developed the $1.2 billion core area wastewater project for the Capital Regional District in Victoria, BC.
What I'm really proud of in my career, through all the work I did in community planning, is balancing the idea of risk with technology change.
Whether it's motorcycle touring, hiking in the mountains, or sea kayaking, Rick is never at a loss for how to spend his retirement. But his commitment to the environment and penchant for seeking innovations remain intact.
I have an off-the-grid recreational property in Georgia Strait, and I've put in a rainwater capture system that incorporates filtration and UV disinfection. I'm also looking at putting in a recycling system on the gray water, the water from the showers. And I think the idea of what we can do as individuals, what we can perhaps do in our own homes, will play a fairly important role in the decades ahead.
APEGBC is proud to present its Meritorious Achievement Award to Rick Corbett.